Nigeria's health sector has some misinformation in the event of disease outbreak. Plus, Minister of Women Affairs rolls out a 3-year roadmap for the attainment of the renewed hope agenda on women empowerment and equity. These and more on Panorama this afternoon, reaching you live from Abuja. I am Elizabeth Omori. We'll be right back. To bear with us, we're starting a little behind schedule due to the outside our broadcast coverage. Now, in fulfillment of the President Bola Tinubu-led administration's resolve to enhance women's socio-economic outcomes, the federal government has inaugurated women-driven rice processing factories in Niger State under the Nigeria for Women project, a World Bank-assisted program. Minister of Women Affairs Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, while inaugurating the factories in Izon Gurara local government area of the state, also presented checks worth 492 million naira to all the 41 women groups to meet operational cost and other logistics of interest. Husseina Musa reports.
For Women project, a federal government initiative funded by the World Bank, seeks to assist women in overcoming barriers and access economic markets. About 460,000 women from 6 states of the Federation have benefited from $17 million disbursed in business grants. To bring this resourcefulness to fruition in Niger State, 41 rice mills were established across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. The Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, says the President intends to upscale the program across the 36 states of the Federation in order to empower more women.
This just illustrates His Excellency President Bola Tinubu's commitment to women's development and protection, and that of children and families. I'm so proud of Niger State. It's given the project credibility, and I can assure you of the Ministry commitment to upscaling this project.
This is an ecosystem, and we're sure these women will do very well. The number of tons of food, of rice they process from here is unprecedented.
The event was climaxed with the symbolic presentation of check of 492 million naira to all the 41 women groups in Niger State as operational cost, inspection of a crèche built by the state government around the rice mill, and planting of trees by the Minister of Women Affairs in line with the state government's green initiative. Husseina Musa, NTA News.
Talking health, remember that era when Nigerians ignorantly took to bathing with salt to avoid contracting the dreaded Ebola virus, and the claim that many will die from taking the COVID-19 vaccines. The leadership of Nigeria's health sector is not taking it lightly, the place of misinformation at the point of disease outbreak. In the latest efforts, the EIS Fellowship, a program offering comprehensive training on basic epidemiology, epidemiology and risk communication to journalists with an overview and overall target of improving health outcomes. Lucia Adiagbo reports.
The world constantly battles public health threats, and each crisis comes with lots of misinformation. It has become imperative to empower the media, being the vanguard in strengthening public health through accurate and timely reporting.
As we have seen time and again, effective communication can be the difference between life and death.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention in CDC, in partnership with the African Feed Epidemiology Network, AFINET, and USAID-funded Breakthrough Action Nigeria, used the Media EIS Fellowship to train these 29 journalists that make the final session from across the country on strategic communication.
To contribute to health security. Each of you has the potential to shape attitude, influence decision, and ultimately save lives.
We all know the role that these fellows are already playing and will play into the future in protecting the health of Nigerians.
As a fellowship, our goal is to see how we can scale this up to every media professional in this country.
After this whole training, we were able to, they've taught us how to humanize our stories.
Now, somebody like me, I cannot translate science, STEMs, research into what Nigerians can actually relate with when it comes to health.
We are ready to integrate it at National State University.
The main recommendation is sustaining the program, which will ultimately accommodate more journalists into the fellowship. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
Time to take a break, and when we return, Panorama will continue in our Port Harcourt Network Center.
With obey their side. In competition, steps at OK Memorial Robinson Director has the details to ensure
the competition is hosted at the OK Memorial Comprehensive Secondary School, Elele. Robinson Director has the details.
Speak up against reckless driving, Kingston and Marjorie.
The 2024 OML 54 football competition, sponsored by Nigerian Limited, has been declared open with the defending champion Elele Elimini team slugging it out with Rio Igbeye side. The competition was hosted at the OK Memorial Comprehensive.
We do apologize for that audio mix-up. Panorama will continue from here. Moving on, the Shiroro-Katampe transmission line has again been vandalized. A statement by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, states that vandals stole part of the conductor between towers T216 and T218, thereby disrupting bulk power supply. TCN says its line's maintenance crew has since mobilized to site and is working to replace the vandalized conductor. Restoration of bulk power supply through the affected line is expected soon. TCN again appeals to the public to assist in identifying and reporting suspicious activities around power transmission infrastructure to prevent acts of vandalism and apprehend culprits. The Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa, has announced a funding initiative of 1 billion naira to support universities of agriculture in establishing mechanized farms for practical learning. This was a key highlight of a retreat for pro-chancellors and chairpersons of councils from federal universities aimed at assessing progress and addressing challenges in the education sector. Zenret Dinmun tells us more.
At the retreat, pro-chancellors shared insights and experiences from their tenures, pointing to several challenges hindering the smooth operation of institutions. These include inadequate funding and mismanagement of resources, poor communication among management, shortages of teaching staff, and non-compliance with university governance laws.
With light, the President is revisiting some of these issues, and we assure you that the responsible people will not deviate from anything that is law.
Most of the challenges is because some of us come into this position with high expectations, and there is no way the Vice Chancellors can satisfy these expectations.
We support you to create an enabling environment for the university to function effectively and efficiently. The budget for your institutions and the procurement processes should be approved and supervised by your councils.
Ensure that our institutions are not only centers of learning, but also hubs of innovation and research that responds to national needs.
Dr. Alaus assures participants that the ministry will address the issues raised and continue to play a supportive, non-intrusive role in the affairs of universities. He reiterates government's commitment to foster sustainable development in higher education, emphasizing the need for collaboration and accountability at all levels. In Abuja, Zenred Dingmun, NTA News.
To ICT, the National Information Technology Development SINITDA is driving Nigeria's vision of achieving universal digital literacy by 2030, aligned with the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy's goal of 70% literacy by 2027 through innovative training programs. The agency is equipping diverse groups, including senior citizens, artisans and market traders with essential digital skills to foster inclusivity and empowerment. Under its Digital Literacy for All program, NTA has integrated digital into the National Youth Corps Service, benefiting over 30 million corps members. This initiative focuses on equipping graduates, especially in rural areas, with entrepreneurial tools to reduce unemployment and create a new wave of job creators.
To develop skills for problem solving on your digital devices. That also is a way you can make money.
For the trainings you are receiving, for example, the Get Bondi course, it has impacted me personally.
NTA's Digital for All Challenge 2.0 is empowering over 1 million Nigerians, including civil servants, teachers and students, with critical digital skills. Additionally, the Idea Hatch cohort program, launched in collaboration with JICA, supports innovators with mentorship and funding to develop and scale groundbreaking fostering technological advancement and entrepreneurship. The agency is also addressing gender inequality in technology through specialized training programs for female entrepreneurs, enable them to launch and grow businesses by bridging the digital divide and fostering innovation. NTA is positioning Nigeria as a leader in the global digital economy, transforming lives and building a sustainable future. Now, efforts are on to give every Nigerian, irrespective of literacy status, opportunity to use digital skills to be self-employed in society where jobs are increasingly becoming slim. This is coming from Registrar and Chief Executive, Computer Professionals Registration Council of Nigeria, Mohammed Bello Aliu, at the Council's workshop on National Occupational Standards in ICT. The Council, he said, has been granted the status of awarding body for ICT by National Board for Technical Education for all communication technology related skills under the Nigerian Skills Qualification Framework. He confirmed that as two agencies under Ministry of Education, the Council and MBTE are working in synergy to prioritize skills and make government work less cumbersome and create job opportunities for Nigerians
in the country. By this validation, we are going to have a standard which is globally accepted that can be used for all these digital skills that is needed in the country.
Almajiris and those who are on street. We are taking some children from street to school and they are doing wonderful things. They are on our production line now, producing IoT-based devices, digital power banks, digital time attendance.
An opportunity to put something in place to recognize individuals out there who have the skills but do not have paper qualifications. And therefore, this process is to put those standards in place that would lead to certifying those individuals.
For technical education led in the development of national occupational standards in 35 digital skill areas, which will be considered in early January for validation. And next is sports update.
Nigeria's under-17 girls football team, the Flamingos, will face their Ghanaian counterparts in the finals of the maiden WAFU Under-17 Girls Cup come Sunday in Ghana. The Flamingos defeated their counterparts from Benin Republic by 2-0 in the second semi-finals of the WAFU Under-17 Girls Tournament. The Flamingos got to the final scoring 14 goals in 3 matches, conceding 2.
It's going to be a good final for us. We are looking at it because this is what happens when we have a free ride to the final. You just find out that what we will get in the final will not be anything. But we have a stiff opposition. We have tested football and told that we see good football.
Thank you to the coach for giving me the opportunity to showcase my talents. I feel very excited being the woman of the match.
In a related development, the Chan Eagles have completed their final training session and are set to travel to Ghana for the first leg of the 2025 qualifiers. The first leg will be played on Sunday, 22nd of December at the Accra Sports Stadium, followed by the return leg on December 28th at the Nest of Champions in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. It will be a tough game for the Chan Eagles as Ghana is a strong opponent with a history of success in the competition. However, the Nigerian team will be confident going into the match, having recently defeated NPFL side Remo Stars by 2-1 in the friendly match. To other news, The National Sports Festival Tag Ogun 2024 has been adjusted to hold for May 16, 2025. This is sequel to a meeting of the Technical Committee to allow for the implementation of the recommendations of the Joint Technical Committee. According to the communique, General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olapade, and the Commissioner of Sport, Ogun State, Wasiu Isiaka, the Gateway Games will now hold from May 16 to 30th, 2025. With sports update, Gift George, NTA News.
And that's Panorama this afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Elizabeth Omori.